Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot Warped. In the last episode, we finished off Warp Room 4, and faced off against another old foe from Crash 2, and with that we only have one Warp Room to go. Well, sort of. Warp Room 5 has a futuristic theme, and speaking of futuristic themes, once again we're starting off with a level that matches said theme. Level 21, Gone Tomorrow, with 2 gems, and of course a power crystal. So yes, we have this theme again, and we should probably be on the lookout for at the start of the stage, because there's an exclamation mark box that I always seem to miss, or something. Also, now would be a good time to show off what the bazooka does, because that guy is really in the way. So hold down L2 and you get this aiming reticle, and when it turns red, it's locked onto something, and you can press circle to shoot. You can't press R1 like you can with the vehicles, or the plane, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Aku for us. And here's another new enemy. These things shoot 3 missiles at you, and then they flip over and turn into a target. Obviously, you want to hit that target. So yeah, let's go ahead and shoot these guys too. Yeah, as you might have guessed, the bazooka is kind of broken. By kind of broken, I mean it's completely overpowered, and it's probably a good thing you don't get it until after defeating the 4th boss. You can pretty much just shoot whatever happens to be in your way before having to deal with it. Unless it's too far away, or in a weird place. You can also shoot things like these blocks, or boxes rather, with it. And actually, quite a few a fair number of obstacles in this level seem to be intended to be taken out with the bazooka, based on their positioning. So we're gonna have to backtrack because this. Precarious there. Conveyor belts facing the opposite direction. We're running toward the camera, and we only have 2 blocks to work with on that middle platform. Yeah. Well, there's those. And here's a perfect example. Maybe if you have really precise platforming skills, you might be able to get this and this without the bazooka. But it's unlikely. So those make those boxes appear. This one up here, though, I am not actually sure how you get that. If I remembered more of Crash 3, or more about Crash 3, maybe I would, but yeah, I haven't seen the other boxes that could make it appear. So I may just have to worry about that one later. Yep, bazooka's completely OP. But anyway, moving on to the first side-scrolling area. Actually, not as much of this level is side-scrolling as level 19 was. We're already on our second checkpoint. This is actually a fairly long one, too. This is not the first time I've had to go through this one. Yet it's still, well, I don't know. It's hard to say of the 3 levels we'll be doing today which one is the easiest, but it's definitely not the middle one. But you know what, I'm not going to worry about that when I actually get to that level, and for now we can just have fun apparently running into something because I missed my timing. Okay, now here are another couple of boxes I'm not sure what to do about. Again, I haven't seen anything that would trigger them. So I think it's pretty safe to say we're not going to get the first gem this time. In any case, though, we do have the bonus room. There's a the TNT, and we can trigger that block with it. So here's a perfect example. Unless you wish to get hit, you're gonna have the bazooka to take that nitro out. Interestingly, the bazooka can actually shoot Lumpa fruits as well. There's no real point in doing so, but sometimes they just happen to be in the way, such as right here. It's worth noting that the controls are inverted too, so pressing down actually moves the aiming thing up and vice versa. Left and right are still normal. Here's another case where you either have the bazooka or you take a hit. That's weird, it didn't blow that one up. Never seen that happen. As with the tornado spin thing though, you can't actually get this far without getting the bazooka unless you're hacking, in which case, well... So yeah, 55 out of 87 boxes. I'm sure 3 of them, at least, we're not going to be able to get. Oh hey, green gem pathway. That one's actually kind of easy to miss. At least as far as seeing it goes. There's a 2-for-1. In fact, I wonder if the green gem pathway is what actually has those mysterious missing exclamation mark boxes. Hopefully we won't have to do too much backtracking, because that would be a good deal of backtracking. Especially if the thing doesn't place us at the beginning of the level. Well, once again, we don't have to worry about that yet anyway. We're just trying to get through the level for now, because we don't even have the green gem. We haven't even seen the green gem. Whoop! Ooh, that was close. That's actually a little bit mean, placing that where it is. It's easy to have it catch you off guard until it's... Okay, so you can only actually hit the target on those things. Don't... Make sure you get the right part of it. Yeah. We got sent back a ways. For how close together it seemed like the first 2 checkpoints were. Bye-bye. Let's try this again. That futuristic city looks kinda neat. I wonder if how much better it looks in the remake. I don't think I've ever seen this level in the remake. I've watched a few of the videos of people playing it, but never bothered going through the whole thing because, I mean, I'm already familiar with the PS1 games. Ooh. Okay, so we missed 17 boxes, and I bet most of them are on the green gem pathway. It's also weird that the future enemies have this same, or give you the same death animation as getting hit by Entropy's projectiles does. And yes, the boss for this warp room, of course, is Cortex himself. So, moving on to level 22, Orange Asphalt, and from the name and the preview, you can probably guess what's going on in this one. Yes, it's another stupid motorcycle level. Always a joy. The asphalt is indeed orange, whether it's because of sunset, or because of the sunset, or because the road has had too much beta-carotene in its diet, is anyone's guess, I suppose. I'm actually going to wait here because I'm not going to bother with the race just yet. I'm going to start out by actually going for the box gem first. That was kind of redundant. I'm going to go for the box gem first. We have 20 of them to get. And it's best if I don't have the other cars in my way. The police cars are moving now. I will actually have to go fast here at some places because I'll need the momentum. Such as right here. And I'm going to try to take it slowly so I don't miss any boxes. Or at least I'm not as likely to miss any. There's 5 of them. motorcycle levels, and it's actually trickier than you'd think to get the box gem in this one, even if you're going slowly. Partly because of the aforementioned momentum thing I mentioned. And of course, if the police cars end up in the wrong place when you're trying to get over a ramp or other place where you need momentum, well, that's just not fun. Because of course you can't double back. Yeah, I still wonder who okayed these levels and why they thought putting 4 of them in the game was a good idea. And we haven't even seen the fourth one yet. This is only the 3rd. Ugh. Here's a nice straightaway. Ramp. How many are we up to? 10. Well, we're half done, but I think most of the tricky ones are in the second half of the stage. There's 11 and 12, anyway. If I remember correctly. Yeah. This is not the first time I've had to do this one either. Okay, here's a good example. We need to time that just right, so that we have the momentum for that, and that. And there we go. 14. There's one more tricky one, and the rest shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think. For saying that, now I'll probably screw up and have to do the entire stage over again. We can ignore that ramp and that speed boost. And that speed boost. And coming up... Yeah, so I had this level memorized more than most because I had to redo it so many times. So you actually don't want to go over that ramp because it'll land you right in that pit. What we want to do is very carefully maneuver around this pit so we can get our 15th box. 17, 18, 19, 19? Oh, that was 20. I must have... Huh. I must have gotten one that I didn't realize I got somewhere. Well, good. We actually did that on the first try this time. That'll save me some editing time. But of course, now we have to do the race for real. And get ourselves a power crystal. You know, they never do tell us to hand over the gems, so why don't... If we just collected the gems and not the crystals and used their power to conquer evil or whatever... Obviously we can't do that because the game says we can't, but... Gotta go fast. Don't care about the boxes. If I can get him, so much the better, but if I don't... No big deal. Ow. Well, that slowed me down a bit, especially since I missed the speed boost. But I'm already in 6th, at least. I wonder if it helps to cut corners on these. I'm not sure if going over the ramps there would have helped me. But, into 4th we go. Ooh, that's gonna cost me. I hope that wasn't too big of a mistake. For finishing the race. I'm gonna go ahead and run into that because there's a speed boost behind it. I think there's a speedrunning / time trial trick you can do with this one where you can maintain the wheelie the whole way through. Wait, that part of the level already? Whoa. I don't know how I avoided falling in there, but I'm glad I did. I don't know how you keep the wheelie the whole way through, though. Come on. I keep missing those darn speed boosts. If only I could trick the car into going over the ramp that's a trap. Okay, 2nd. Come on. Woo! barely squeaked into first there, but I did it. And once again, first try. If I hadn't crashed into the police car so hard at that one point, I would have been a lot farther ahead. I think during the take that I trashed of that one, I still did it on my first try, but it actually ended up a mile ahead of everybody, so honestly, I feel like the race on that one actually isn't that bad. It might actually be easier than level 14 just by virtue of it being longer and therefore giving you more opportunities to get ahead. Anyway, we're done with that. It was admittedly less painful than it had been in the past, but now we're moving on to something a little more fun, and an opportunity to get the green gem that we were missing. Level 23, Flame Passion. It's very similar to level 13, actually. It's even in the same place in its respective warp room. But yes, it's another of these. Hello, swordsman. And this one also has a death route, so let's go ahead and be careful here. $84 lives, doing pretty well. Make that 85. Depth, perception. Whoop. I actually forgot what happens if you die to one of the pot guys. That was actually a little dangerous. So was that. But it worked. That was weird. So how many boxes do we have in this one? 75, and that's 14 of them taken care of. I remember in the failed take, I actually missed one box in this one. I don't know how I did, but I did, and maybe we should keep a sharp eye out, given that. There's our checkpoint. Come to think of it, if you hit a checkpoint when one of those is in the middle of triggering... Okay, 22. I really ought to be keeping track of how many boxes I have at each... Whoa! Well, so much for the death route. Oh well. Okay. I mean, we're gonna have to do the stage twice anyway, probably. Whew! Almost got fried again there. The physics on these bouncy things are kind of weird. Yep, the death route platform was right there, and you actually can complete that and get the box gem in the same run-through as the level. You just have to backtrack a bit. Oh well. Can I tornado spin this? I can! Okay, up to 37. Whether that's the right number at this point, I have no idea. Yeah, we totally could have done this one in one run if I hadn't been an idiot with the fire. There's our bonus room at any rate. And don't walk off the edge here, by the way. It is possible to walk over top of the bonus platform and fall off the left edge of that platform. If you're wondering why I feel the need to specify... well, you can probably guess, actually. So also, now that we have the bazooka, I don't know if it's the case for all levels, but at least for some of them, they don't put nitro detonators in them because you can shoot the nitros. So let's do that. Whoop! Yeah, let's try that again, shall we? You kind of have to be careful where you stand on some of them, though. Like, here it's not too much of a problem. You don't have that big of a blast radius. Here, though, you kind of want to be as close to the edge of the platform as you can. And then we have this. At least these aren't 10-hit platforms. Obviously, we need to use the bazooka again. And there we go. Yeah, this would have made some of the bonuses in Crash 1 and 2 so much easier if we'd had it. Interesting for it to only blow that one up. Or away, rather. Almost fell off the platform there. I don't know if it's possible to do that, but... Okay, so we're up to... 72. Wow. We're really close to the end, I guess. In fact, I see it over there. And once again, we're missing one box. How? Where the heck was the remaining one box? Well, that was dumb. Or miserable or something. I don't know. I don't know where the remaining one would have been, though. Well, redoing it for the death route, so I guess I can be careful and keep a sharp eye out then. Interesting thing about this one is it doesn't have any of the things that you climb on. So if we don't have 73 by the time we finish the... or... let's see... So we need 45 by the time we get to the bonus room. Maybe there's just one box in the death route or something? I don't think so. But it's possible. I don't know, this... other than said death route, this actually isn't a terribly memorable level. Ooh. Okay, we're up to 9. I don't think they ever hide boxes around the edges of the stage. Or like in pits or something. 17. Don't see anything here. Okay. Now we just need to not get pantsed and not get burned for a little bit. Yeah, I saw that gun. Alright, there's the death route. But we're actually going to go on ahead a little bit here and get that box, because it'll save us some backtracking later. Forgot if there was a pit there or not. There was, okay. It's a good thing I was cautious. So yes, we have the more frantic version of the music again. Whoa, that was almost bad. Huh, another great checkpoint box. I actually forgot that was in this one. I mean, nothing so far has been exactly difficult, so how badly do we really need the checkpoint box? Still though, I can never complain about too many checkpoints. Because I see the alternative all the time. Especially in secret areas. Okay, there's our green gem. And we probably could die and have to avoid the backtrack. Yeah, we could probably die and avoid having to backtrack. But oh well. It's not too far, especially if you get that one box there. So yeah, this is why we went ahead and got that, because It's a lot easier to get it before doing the death route than after. So we're up to 37. We need to get 8 more somewhere. I think that's 7. Whoop. See, really, you could just die after getting the green gem and not have to do any sort of backtracking at all, but there's not really any point in doing so. 42, huh? Wait, 42? So apparently we missed even more than I thought we did? What? Let's just try to do this quickly. Shoot everything. I think if something's in line with the bazooka, you can still shoot it, even if it's not actually locked onto it. Or targeting it, rather. I guess it doesn't really lock on. Of course, figuring out what is in line with it can be a problem in itself, because... Yeah, see, that time it blew up all 3 of those. Oh, never mind. Actually, a couple more boxes there. So we should have... 71. Yeah, I don't know where that missing one is. Oh well, we'll come back for it. So that was 3 levels, and we did get 1 gem. So I think I'm gonna call that good for now. I will see you next time as we finish off the 5th floor room and defeat the final boss.